Hi guys, it's me, Skylar Capri, and today we are doing my Project Use It Up Project Pan for 2026 intro. I'm so excited to share everything that I plan and have picked out to use for this month and really kind of get on this train with you guys. I feel like I've seen so many comments about how 2026 is the year of shopping your stash, really getting in check with either budgeting or overconsumption, so I thought this would be a perfect video to start super earlier in the year rather than doing the fall one like I did last year, as it seems to be aligning with what you guys are doing in your personal lives, and I feel like this could be a fun journey, keeping each other accountable along the way. With that being said, if you're returning to my channel, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. We do all things body care on my channel, so if that sounds like something interesting to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's dive right on into the video. All right, guys, before we dive into the products, I do want to quickly talk about my rules and kind of how I'm going to be structuring my uploads and updates and everything for this project. So this project is going to be a little bit different than my Bath & Body Works fall project Use It Up in last October and November. This one, we're basically going to go month by month. So today is going to be my January, so it's going to be Project Use It Up 2026, but this is my January intro. At the end of the month, I will be doing my Project Use It Up 2026 January finale. And I will also be filming my Project Use It Up 2026 February intro. Then at the end of February, doing the February finale, and then the beginning of the March intro, things like that. So every single month, what I plan on doing is filling up this pink basket with different products. That way, it's very interesting for me, as well as more interesting for you guys to watch. Is when I was doing the fall Project Use It Up last year, not only did I experience a lot of burnout using the exact same 2 scents for 2 months straight, honestly, I just wanted to pull from anything else in my collection, and as a viewer, I would probably want to see more variety, what you're using each month, rather than the same projects week in and week out. So we're going to be basically doing like a two videos per month on the project, the finale and the update, and then we're going to have kind of a rotating cycle for the amount of products and what I'm putting in. So those are the rules. Let's dive on into the products. The first products I have are these perfume samples that I am very determined to keep, but not very determined to use, and I don't know why. It's finally time to just use these up and get these out of my collection. The first one I have, and I actually have 2 of these, is the Coach Floral. I actually really like this one. I think it's going to be perfect for the spring and kind of like the January time. So I have 2 of those. The next thing I have is going to be the Givenchy in the Irresistible fragrance. I have used this one a couple of times. I think there's maybe like 1 or 2 uses left. So why I'm keeping this in my collection and not using it, no idea, but we're using that. And then the last one I have is very different than anything I would typically use, and this is the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I'm so sorry, you're probably not going to be able to see the writing because it's metallic and it's a clear bottle, so it's very difficult to see. But yeah, I think that one would be different, kind of spice up what I would be wearing fragrance-wise. And I think all of these perfumes are very different from the fine fragrance mist I pulled, so it's going to give me a little bit more variety than what I usually would have. Now diving into the products, we have beauty, we have hair care, and we have body care. We're going to start with the body care though, because I feel like that's what the majority of people are interested in. Now, the first thing we have is going to be the Bath & Body Works Full-Size Fine Fragrance Mist in Velvet Sugar. Now, on this one, I am starting right there. And this one, if you're unfamiliar, has notes of red velvet creme, golden plum, sugared musk, pink jasmine, and wild strawberries. This was available at the Bath & Body Works Summer Semi-Annual Sale for 2025. It's one of my all-time favorites. I really do enjoy this fragrance, but I do have a backup of this. So this isn't necessarily the goal to like completely use this one up, but knowing that I have a backup, I do want to start working my way through this product in specific. Now, to go along with that, it's the exact same fragrance. We have the Velvet Sugar in the body lotion, which I've already turned upside down. So we are starting right there. So maybe just a little bit under halfway to go. So that is the progress on this one, where we're starting on the corresponding shower gel, which looks like that. We are starting, I think the marking's right there. Yep, we are starting right there. So a little bit less than halfway used, but still pretty close with the lotion. So we are starting right there. And then the last of the body care, which all of my stuff is falling in here. The last of the body care, we have another set, and this is the Be Enchanted set. So this is going to be my full-size lotion, which is right there. So maybe about a third of the way done. And then lastly, we have my Bath & Body Works shower gel in Be Enchanted, and this is where we are starting on that one. We are maybe a fourth of the way done. Not as much usage on this product as there is in the corresponding lotion. So those are going to be my big body care products. Now we have some like adjacent products. So hand sanitizers, hand cream, room sprays. Starting out with the hand sanitizer I pulled, this is the Bath & Body Works Eucalyptus and Spearmint. Looks like this. It is one of these spray hand sanitizers. Now these, I feel like, I don't think I fly through them, but they definitely are easier to use than the gel pocket backs in my opinion. But the reason why I pulled this one is because it's a mint fragrance, and I think mint is just perfect for January. January seems very like minty to me. By the time we get into February, I really start wanting to get into something a bit more fruity. And then March is florals, and then, you know, summer and so on and so forth. So this one, again, I think, oh, I didn't even mark this. I think it's about like right here. So not too much to go. But the reason why I pull this one in specific is because I like to use this in combination with its matching scent in the hand cream. Now this hand cream I've had since 2023. This is actually not a repackage. This is actually a backup that I had. I had bought 2 of these at the time. I had completely used the one up. And then this has just been hanging out in my shelf. Like the shelf behind my mirror, I have one of those mirrors that opens and I have like a bunch of products stored in there. This has just been hanging out. I don't know why I don't use this, because I was complaining about it being cold outside and my hands getting all dry and rough and cracked because I've been using my hand sanitizer. And this product was sitting right there. So I was like, okay, perfect. You need to be used up because you were from 2023. So we are definitely going to be trying to put a huge dent in her. I think we're about right here on this. I feel like these are so hard to mark because sometimes I'll push the air out of these and kind of fold it over, and then the packaging cracks and then it kind of gets all gross. So I didn't mark this one, but I want to say we're about right here. This is something I'm going to be using every single day to hopefully try and finish this one up alongside the same fragrance in the I wanted to say Fine Fragrance Mist and Pocket Back at the same time. Not sure what came out because that's the hand sanitizer or antibacterial spray. So that is going to be the next product. And then the last thing that we have that is truly Bath & Body Works is going to be, or White Barn or Bath & Body Works. This is the White Barn Endless Weekend in the room spray. I have had this concentrated room spray, does it give me a date on here, since 2022. I don't know why it's taking me so long to use. I think it's very similar to the perfume samples. I have it, I see it, I acknowledge that it's there. I just never use it. This one's really nice. It has notes of fresh mandarin, magnolia, and coconut water. It's a fresh, lovely fragrance. This used to be a signature scent for the longest time. Yeah, it smells great. I don't know why I don't use this more, but this I feel like is perfect for this time of year. We're kind of starting to get into like the new beginnings and the new year, and soon it'll be kind of that spring cleaning time, which is my favorite time of the year. So really excited to use this one. And on this one, I'll never be able to actually like see in this because it's like an aluminum tin, but I think this one is about right here. I don't think I have that much to go on it. And my big thing for 2026 is I want to stop leaving products with this much in them and then just never using them again. So this is definitely something I will be prioritizing. And this is probably one that's going to stick in the project until I finish it up. And then the next couple things we have are hair, and then we'll move on to beauty. Well, I guess this is the last of the body care. I have this Secret Sweet Nectarine deodorant, and for whatever reason, the twist up on this, it only comes out of like 3 of the holes. So when you twist it up, it like low-key explodes. It's a mess, but I've used up all the way to the top. So I know this probably has like a week and a half less of use, even though I pulled another deodorant to start using. Again, I don't know why I did that because I only have about this much left. So this needs to go. This year, I think I've only had this open for maybe like 2 months or so. She needs to go. She's at the top. Let's get rid of it. So that is going to round up my body care. Now let's get into the hair care. First thing I have is the Love Oil from Sexy Hair, and this is their moisturizing hair oil, which looks like this. This historically has been one of the hardest packagings to mark because of this design. It honestly looks like you've done a bunch of hearts in Sharpie. So I think it's going to be very hard to miss the line on this as I made it huge. But that is where we are on this bottle. I have had this hair oil probably for an embarrassing amount of time. And again, we're more than halfway used. Like I just have that much to go, and for whatever reason, I've just stopped using it. Now I have been testing out the Lush, I think it's the hair primer is what it's called, in the Snow Fairy fragrance. I think I want to do a review on that, and I think I want to do some maybe short content or like YouTube Shorts reviews. I feel like that might be a better platform rather than doing like a long video, because I don't think I have like a long video's amount of content to say about it. Would that be something you guys are interested, more like short form reviews rather than like reviews and long form content? Leave me a comment down below if you have a certain preference on those. But yes, I started using that and I was like, hey, wait a minute, it's winter time. You might need something a little bit more moisturizing, and the Snow Fairy hair primer is very, very moisturizing. I will say that, but it's much thinner than a hair oil. I know in the summertime, I do not want a thick hair oil. I want something thinner, which AKA would be the Snow Fairy one. So this is something that I want to use while it's still cold outside. I probably won't be able to finish this up in this month, but I definitely want to give it a go and try this one to kind of use it more and kind of get it out of my collection. The next thing we have is another hair product. I keep thinking, I don't know why, I feel like in my brain it's just ingrained to look for the date codes, even if it's not Bath & Body Works. I want to say I purchased this in 2023, and this is the Pantene Pro V Volumizing Root Lift Spray. It adds volume, fullness, and lift. I saw a TikTok about this product and I was like, that seems like a really great product, and it is. I just never use it until I realize and I see it in my drawer and I go, oh my gosh, I haven't used this in a while. And then I use it and then I put it back into the drawer and forget about it for weeks on end. So again, we are right up here. Like I have not used this much, especially for owning it for a year, which is embarrassing because I like using the stuff that I buy. So she needs to be used, and I find that putting it all on my like vanity in this pink basket definitely makes me use them more. So this definitely, I want to get a bunch of usage on it. Really, this is the year for hair care usage. That's the big takeaway so far. Now moving into beauty, I think we only have two things. First is going to be this Glossier MangoBalm.com. I mean, yeah. She needs to go. She is very, very used. I've been working on this very diligently. I have a lot of lip balms. I love the Glossier formula, the original formula, not where they went through that reformulation for a while, but the true original formula that you can tell with the old cap. I have a couple of these lying around in my collection. I would just like to work through some of my lip balms. I thought this one was going to be very doable for January and for a month's usage. So in case I don't finish anything else, I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to finish this. And the last thing I have is going to be the Essence. I mean, it's completely rubbed off because I've used it so much. But again, another product where we are down, you probably won't be able to see it, but we are down to right there. Literally that much left to go. Why is it sitting in my collection, and why do I have 4 other lip glosses open? I have no idea. Again, like this is such a product that I love. I'm wearing it today. I'll wear it all the time, but I have like 7 different variations of this lip gloss, a more brown shade, a more gold shade, a more like purpley silver tone. And I use them all. Like I like to rotate them, but then I'm left with things like this, where it's this much left in my, this much left in the bottle, yet it's still sitting around in my collection, when it's like, oh, that's so easy. Just focus on it for like a week and a half, and it's gone out of there. It'll give you more room to kind of see what all you have and, you know, move on to your next product. So this is going to be my last product. It seems like we have 2 beauty products, 2 hair products, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 body care products, 4 perfumes, and 1 like body care, deodorant, extra beauty type product. So I think I picked a good amount of variety for January. I think this is going to be a really strong month to start out the year-long project. Let me know in the comments down below what you are picking out. It could be Bath & Body Works, it could be hair care, it could be anything, you know, maybe you have like a bunch of cleaning supplies sitting around. Let me know what you're using in 2026, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!